All right. The question I usually ask myself is that where was government when the first makeshift shelter was being mounted under that structure? Where was government? They were there collecting money from them. And it is called revenue generation. So they go to them and take money from them every day. They see them there committing that illegality. But you know what? Election is coming. Just leave them. After election, we'll come back to them. So that was Lagos and Abeokuta, Ogun State. But now that we should leave all these cities and just take a stopover, or have a kind of a quicker stopover, where the Lambastarian, the Lambertarian, the Lamba. I am talking about the EFCC chairman, the one that was so mesmerized looking at a Yahoo boy, hacking him by using his BVN, his also whatever, right? And he was so mesmerized that, man, I have decided to take up his education and his family. The guy is back. This time he is here to educate all of you who are trading in cryptocurrency. According to the EFCC chairman, you see that crypto that you are trading in, you are indirectly sponsoring terrorism, but you don't know. He knows. His FBI friends told him. EFCC chairman.
The quest for solution is not entirely new. Several conferences and workshops have been convoked. Yet, the solution remains dire. And for us in EFCC, like most Nigerians, the concern is how this crisis continues to defy solution and fester. There are some of these young men that they use to launder money now. Of course, some of you are aware of our activities in the area of investigating virtual currency trading, cryptocurrency, and all of that. There are also potential platforms to fund terrorism, and a lot of people don't understand that. Some of our discoveries recently, when we went into investigating some of these platforms, was mind-boggling. We thought Binance was a major one. Yes, a major one. We are prosecuting them, but much more other platforms we have discovered. Of course, you are aware that EFCC got order to freeze over 1,000 accounts. It will shock you what those accounts are used for. Some of them are used to fund some of the terrorism activities. And they use some of these our young men. Some of them don't even know that the people that gave them money to trade are also, people who fund terrorism. And so you can imagine the dimension the whole problem is taking. And so it is important for us to adopt the use of technology. Because I was sharing comparing notes with an assistant director in the FBI, a friend of mine. And he said, look, my brother, from our system in US, FBI, he said, look, we can track every dollar printed anywhere in the world. I said, wow. And so that is what we are also going into, to see how we can adopt technology to be able to track every naira. So some of these terrorists are funded, by the money made within the system. People go into banditry. People pay ransom, and they go and give them the money. And the same money will shock you, come back, find its way into the system. Same money. I mean, if somebody takes money, naira, to pay for ransom, they don't take it to America to spend. They don't take the naira to Ghana to spend. They don't accept naira there. The money finds its way back into the system. So when we have the technology to be able to track some of these things, then the work will become easier for us to do. So we are both kinetic and not kinetic. The support of civil society and the general populace by providing information and all of that. Some of these people carrying out these activities, we know them. They sleep with us, they wake up with us. But because of the pecuniary interest, some of the small things we benefit at the expense of the larger society will not allow us to speak. It is time for all of us to speak out. So I want to encourage you, when you see something, you say something. Yes, that this event offers will be both seminar and profitable in confronting the scourge of terrorism financing that oxygenates the activities of violence.
Which one is kinetic and non-kinetic? On top cryptocurrency, or just word salad, nonsense and jargons, but they know their audience. Man, all of you will be so surprised. In our investigation, see, even recently when I was exchanging notes with my deputy director of FBI, is my friend, and we're exchanging, and he said, "Look, my brother, Abba now. How can FBI director or FBI deputy director say, look, my brother, that's now we own that copyright. Now we, from that contraption called night, now we get that copyright. Martinelli, not be only we they use wo or look or see, my brother. Look, my brother. When did they okay? Anyway, Lamba man was there saying, if you all of you will be shocked. Some of this platform, it's not just crypto. It's not just crypto, there are others. So some of you that they are giving money to, people who are giving you money to trade. Some of you don't know that they are terrorists. We know. We found out. Meanwhile, Binance is asking them to give the names of those they are investigating if they use their platform so they can help them. But it's there, throwing the lamba.
The quest for solution is not entirely new. Several conferences and workshops have been convoked. Yet, the solution remains dire. And for us in EFCC, like most Nigerians, the concern is how this crisis continues to defy solution and fester. How is it that the terrorist groups in the region are able to sustain their operations, acquire more sophisticated weaponry, and engage in daring combat with the Nigerian military? Ladies and gentlemen, it would seem that an economy of criminality that developed around terrorism and violent extremism in the region, where actors who are profiting from the chaos do not cherish the return of civil order. How, for instance, do we explain the activities of supposed not-for-profit organizations who profess to want to provide succor to the distressed but end up exploiting their misery for financial gains? How do we explain the action of unscrupulous actors who hide under the cover of humanitarian gestures and activities to fund terrorist groups? And these are issues that we must continue to interrogate.
Shut the hell up, Jerry. I mean, you see, have you not noticed that, people who are like in government, okay, they are the one in charge, all right? And then they will come around and say, oh, there are some people who are like doing some bad thing. We know some of them are using the cover of humanitarian, whatever. But when you ask them, can you give us one name? Oh, no, we are still doing our investigation. We just know. We know that there are some of them because we have heard people say it. But me and you can say, Baba, there are people who are using humanitarian nonsense to sponsor terrorism. Me and you can say that because we have heard it. We have seen the reports of other countries, but we have not seen Nigeria reports. Ask these guys to give us the name. You are the government. Give us names of this so that people can know them. No, they don't have any name. And if they did, they will not give it to you. They will rather monetize it and tell those ones who are sponsoring terrorism. We know that you are sponsoring terrorism. We are going to expose you. If we expose you now, it's going to affect all your brand, everything. Give us $2 million and it will disappear. Because they won't tell you, because they do not have any. And if they did, they will never give us. But they will throw it around and all of you will sit down there and be like, well done. Really? Very good investigation. Ask them how many of those terrorists are on trial. Zilch. Zero. Anyway, going forward, I actually do have 2 or 3 stores here to share with us, but the time is not going to let me do that. So I'm going to take calls. I won't until I show you this. That pay, as is in Abuja, meeting with the Kolu briefly.
Integration in foreign affairs.
Handshake, sir.
So that's the 44-year-old Faye, the president of Senegal. Let me go mix another cup of tea. That may take me like 2 minutes, okay? But when I get back, I will take calls and you can be part of that. The number is on your screen. You are yet to actually take me to 1,000 offering there. So can we use this break as well, all of us, to mass like the broadcast and see if that takes us to $1,000. And also, there is this appeal that I'm going to make, and I'm going to put you on notice. Okay. The first one is that the completion of the setup of this Temple of Truth, the studio, which has come from a lot of you in the past, is going to be reopened. And again, it's always going to be voluntary. I'm going to need your help. It seems that this is now dragging for far too long and slowing down a lot of other things planned. I'm going to need your help. And a lot of you have told me, I do have you here. Just ask, Mayegu. So I am asking. And I'm going to make that official from tomorrow afternoon. So whatever comes out of it, let's see where that kind of take this to next again. Then on Saturday, which is when I want to also officially appeal to the kind-hearted members of this platform. And this time around, it's not even asking you to donate any money towards anything. It's going to be how many of us can actually come together and help this family, Olapenga and his family in UAE. I'm talking about people who can actually really pick up the bill of buying the tickets. I don't know how many 20 pounds, 100 pounds we would have to kind of put together to be able to afford a single ticket, right? I'm not going to say like it's not going to be a clause to take a donation in that kind. I really want to have someone who can walk in, like you walk straight to the temple and you say, you know what, Mayegun, I will buy the one-way ticket for the wife, for the mom and the child. Another person can say, you know what, I will buy the other ticket for the father. And according to him, they just want to go back after years of their inability to actually really walk. Okay. Saturday is going to be, and I hope I'm going to get that help for them. And I hope, again, a lot of you who really, really want to help, you are going to join us that day. Apart from that, just like, share, and then dial in. When I get back, we will take calls.
ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn, èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn, sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn, sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn.
Baba, we know. Anyway, I think there's some bit of a trouble with the line this evening. Okay, it's kind of like dropping and back and forth. I don't know why, and that may be an issue. So I'm thinking that we should possibly take a break. It's been a long one, right? And we can indeed possibly have enough chats in the afternoon tomorrow. What do you think? No? Right, so I'm having trouble with that, okay? And I know some of you might want to try and test it in and all that, and you may even get through, and others may not. So it's going to probably just dull us for the rest of the evening. So we can call it a night. I'm so sorry. Well, don't worry, I'll make it up to us. I promise, right? Sometimes when you kind of have to start late, rush like that, it can be a little bit tricky. Every other thing may come on, and one of the things may just not. So I want to say thank you to every one of us this evening, okay? Thank you so much for spending your evening with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Please don't forget. Share this, like it, and don't miss it tomorrow. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Jíjó ìgbádìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ̀ bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni